Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited because this week, instead of doing a weekly vlog like I would typically do, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have seen a bunch of YouTubers doing this challenge over the last few weeks, and I thought that I would jump in and give it a try. I have a whole bunch of books that I need to finish. I have a stack of like 10 books sitting on the desk next to me, as well as several other ebooks and audiobooks and arcs that I need to finish. Bunch of books that I'm like in the middle of, so I thought that I would do something that would kind of get me feeling a little bit creative, get me a little bit motivated to get to reading and try to get through some of these books. So what this challenge is going to be is that I am going to have a random number generator set. I have it set up with the numbers 1 through 8, and basically each day for the week. Today is actually Tuesday, so I'm starting a little bit late because this was Memorial Day weekend. Yesterday was Memorial Day, so I was off work. So I'm actually starting this challenge on Tuesday, so I'm probably going to go through from Tuesday to Sunday, and I am going to, every day at the beginning of the day, spin this random number generator that I have, and whatever number it lands on, 1 through 8, is how many hours I will read for the day. If I get like 1 hour, 2 hours, I may end up reading more, but we'll see what ends up happening and how it ends up going. I've never done this before, so this is definitely not going to be like, let's say for example, if I get 8 hours, I'm not going to be reading for 8 hours straight. I do have a full-time job. I was going to say unfortunately, which kind of true, but yeah, I can't read for 8 hours straight. So I'm going to be breaking up the total amount of hours throughout the day, and if I don't finish, let's say for example, if I get 8 hours and I don't finish, whatever the like remaining amount of hours is, I'm going to roll it over into the next day on top of whatever hours I get that day. So today is Tuesday, May 28th, like I said, and I have several books that I need to finish. So I'm going to talk about some of them here now at the beginning, the main ones that I want to try to finish, and then you'll probably see more throughout the week as I hopefully finish and get through these books. So the main one for today that I'd like to finish is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This is a reread for me. I'm doing a buddy read with some friends on Instagram. So most of them have actually already finished it. I ended up falling behind, but I only have like 40 pages left, so I definitely think that I'm going to finish this today, so I'll be able to kind of get that off my list. And then I have Dark Air, which is also a buddy read that I'm doing with my friends Carly. I'm not super far into it. I'm only 70 pages in. I don't remember if I just said, but this is a reread also. I love this series. I loved this book, so I think it'll be easy to get through, especially the further we get in and when the story really takes off. Then I have the Familiar by Lee Bardugo. I've been doing like real-time reactions and like reviews of this as I read through it. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I will have my Instagram linked down below. You can follow me there to see like real-time reactions and updates of this as I read it. Then I'm going to turn the camera around instead of picking all these up. I have several arcs that I have received that are either already past due, like their publication date already passed, or ones that are coming up in June, and I like to try to read like a month ahead, as well as a couple of finished copies that were sent to me, and one other book that I've been working on for a few months that I would like to finish as well. So let me turn the camera on and show you those. Okay, so here we have the other stack of books that I am currently wanting to work on. So I have The Quince Project, which is a contemporary romance. This actually came out in May, but this was sent to me by Wednesday Books. I haven't gotten to it, but I would really like to read it. So I have that one. I have Miss May Does Not Exist, which I believe is it's a nonfiction. I've been getting a lot of nonfictions from St. Martin's recently, and so this is just one of the ones that they have sent me. You will see there are two other ones in here from St. Martin's as well. So this is about a Hollywood director, I believe, a female Hollywood director, and like her like journey in life being a director in Hollywood as a female. Then this comes out in June. Then there is Built Like a Woman, which I believe is another nonfiction. Yes, so anything from St. Martin's Essential is going to be a nonfiction. So I'm actually not sure what this one is about, but I think it's another. It says The Blueprint for creating a business and life you love. So it's kind of like a self-help type of book. So I have that one, which comes out in June as well. Then I have Till There Was You by Lindsay Hammeroff. This is from St. Martin's as well. This one is actually a finished copy. This already came out. I'm not sure exactly when it came out. I'll have to look that up. Then I have Beyond the Story, 10-year record of BTS. This is about BTS, the K-pop group. I started this when it came out. God, I think it might have been a year already that it came out. It came out sometime last year. I started it and never finished it, and I would really like to finish it. So I have that. I have Shakespeare, the Man Who Pays the Rent. This is by Judi Dench and Brendan O'Hay. This is also from St. Martin's. I love Judi Dench as an actress. I love Shakespeare. I love theater. So this one I've actually started. I'm like 30 pages in and I'm really enjoying it. Then I have The False White Gospel by Jim Wallace. This is another nonfiction about Christian nationalism and kind of the state of our country right now, which is very scary. And I'm also like 30-40 pages into that one, which has been really good. So yeah, these are all the books that I'm hoping to get through this week. And actually that's not even true. I do have more. Like I said, I have more audiobooks and ebooks that I would like to do. I have other arcs from NetGalley and some from Penguin Random House that I need to finish as well. So I'm not going to go through every single book because I'll be here for a while because there's a lot of them. So I'm going to slowly make my way through these. As I finish a book, I'll probably start another one. I'll probably try to listen. I have my phone right here if you can see it. I'll probably try to listen to some audiobooks while I work because that can take off some time, especially if I do get a large number. So there you have all of the books that I'm hoping to read, or most of the books that I'm hoping to read this week. I am going to go ahead and show you guys the little random number generator that I created for the week, and we're going to spin for the first time. It is later in the day now. It's about 10 a.m. So I'm getting a little bit of a late start, but I did read a little bit this morning. I did time it. So I read about 15 minutes this morning, so I got a little bit of a head start. Honestly, that's going to be the hardest part of this challenge, is remembering to turn off and turn on the timer. There's so many times when I try to time something and I completely forget, and then next thing you know, the timer's on like 48 hours because I never turned it off. So I really think that's going to be the hardest part of this challenge, actually, is remembering to stop the timer and to really track the hours. We're going to give it a shot and we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to turn the camera on and show you the random number generator I created. Okay, so here's the generator. And as you can see, I did numbers 1 through 8, and I did them several times, like repeating, and they're shuffled so they're not specifically in order. That way it's just a little bit more random, and it adds a little bit of suspense when I'm spinning and trying to see what my number for the day is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to end this little intro clip here, and we're going to jump right into the actual vlog and do our first spin for the day and jump right into reading. Okay, so like I said, it is Tuesday, the 28th. Now it is 10 a.m. So like I said, I'm getting a little bit of a late start. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel, see how many hours we got for today, and jump right into reading. So I'm going to turn the camera on so we can see how many hours we get for the day. Okay, here's the spinner. I'm going to go ahead and, if I can find my mouse here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click to spin, and we're going to see how many hours we get. So of course I got 8 hours for the first time. Of course, on the day when I'm starting late is the day that I would get the most amount of hours. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to read a full 8 hours today. Whatever we don't get, I will go ahead and roll over till tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one so that there's just less chance of me getting 8 hours again. So, okay, so there we have it. 8 hours, which is going to be crazy. So I'm definitely going to try to finish Fourth Wing. I definitely should be able to finish Fourth Wing. I think I only have like 80 pages left. And then I think my two biggest focuses for the week, or for, not for the week, but for today, for my 8 hours for today, are going to be Dark Air and The Familiar. Those are the other two physical books I'm reading right now. And like I said, while I'm working, I'm probably going to listen to some audiobooks that I have. That way I can try to get some of these 8 hours taken care of. So let me see, let me show you guys what audiobooks I'm going to be working on. So right now, one of the ones I can think of off the top of my head is is called, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if you can see that. The camera's tracking my face, so it's called Who Killed These Girls. It's about these girls who were killed in, I think it's Houston, in a yogurt shop back in like the 90s. So it's like a true crime book. I'm doing a separate reading vlog, reading books recommended by the My Favorite Murder podcast, and this is one of those books. So I'm gonna try to do some reading for that vlog, and then I also have actually have the audiobook of The Familiar, so I may listen to the audiobook while I'm working, and then read the physical book, like maybe during my lunch. That way I can get through Familiar a little bit quicker. I think those are the two I'm going to focus on. I also have a bunch of audiobooks from Penguin Random House. I'm in a like ARC program that they have, and they have an app where they put all of the like upcoming books they have. And it's all, did I say audiobooks? It's all audiobooks that they put on there. And so there are some for June that I would like to get into. So maybe I'll start working on some of those as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna see how many of these I can get into. I'm gonna definitely for right now listen to an audiobook while I get to work, and I'll probably do that for the next couple of hours before lunchtime. So I will check in with you guys and let you know how it's going.
Around. In the meantime, the press, the families of the victims, and the city of Austin itself geared up to suffer through a rehash of a case they thought was finished. Until then, we awaited Lynch's decision, after which the Travis County DA, Rosemary Lemberg, would announce hers. In the face of a failed outlawed strategy and the new DNA test results, she'd been ordered to come up with a new case to present. Or else what? Lynch had not spelled that out. Only 6 months into the job, Lemberg had become DA in a special election after her boss, Ronnie Earl, who'd held the job for 32 years, retired. When I asked a friend of hers if dismissing Storm from Tower, we knew it. He was a Lone Star guy gone haywire. Well, good mood. At 10:30, a customer became uneasy when she saw a white or Hispanic man sitting in an older white vehicle in
Okay, so as you saw, I stopped the timer at just over an hour and 1 minute. I am 12% into the audiobook Who Killed These Girls. Like I said, this is a true crime book about 4 girls who were murdered in a yogurt shop in Austin, Texas, I think it is. This is a cold case, which kind of sucks because I hate when these are like open-ended. It's really bothersome to hear like all the details of these murders and know that whoever did it went free. This one is especially gruesome. The girls were killed in the yogurt shop where 2 of them were working. 2 of them were sisters, so his parents lost both their daughters in one swoop, which was terrible. The girls were found, what was left of them, because the yogurt shop was set on fire. So what was left of their bodies, they were found naked and in kind of suggestive positions, and I haven't gotten that far yet, but I think there's evidence of sexual assault on them as well, which is really horrible. I think the girls were teenagers. I think 2 of them were like 17. One I believe was only 13, and the other one I think was 14 or 15. Just young girls, just at the beginning of their lives, assaulted and murdered in such a horrible way. I'm not sure if they were alive when the fire was started, or if the fire was set like to hide the evidence and to get rid of like DNA and stuff. I've gotten that far, and I'm about 12% in now. I did hear about this case on My Favorite Murder. It was one of their earlier episodes, I think, probably from years ago. But I'm slowly making my way through all their recommendations, like I said, for a separate vlog. So far it's really good. It is hard to hear some of the details because, like I said, it is pretty gruesome. The audiobook is about 15 hours long, I think, and I am just about 2 hours in. So about 13 hours and 20 minutes left. But I am listening on 2 times speed, so I should get through it fairly quickly. I think I can probably, I might try to kick it up. My library app, the Libby app, goes up to 3 times speed, so I may try it at 3 times speed and see how it sounds. Usually I'll play around with the speed until like it's fast enough that, like, or not too fast that I can't understand it. It really depends on the narrator. Sometimes they already speak quickly naturally, and in that case I can't listen to it as fast. So I'll play around with it and see how quickly I can get it going. And more likely I'll probably try to finish this one today or tomorrow. If I listen to it to 3 times speed, honestly I'll probably have to finish it tomorrow. I'll probably be able to finish it within 2 days. So yeah, that is where I am right now. I'm about to go on lunch. It's 11:04 now. And I think I will probably try to finish fourth wing on my lunch. I'm going to make myself a salad, and yeah, I'll take fourth wing down with me. I think I only have like 50 pages left or something, so I should be able to finish that on my lunch. And then if I do finish it, I'll probably jump into one of the ebooks that I have, so I'll show you guys that. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So it is Wednesday, May 29th now. It is about 5:40 in the morning. I did wake up earlier today. The dogs woke me up at like 4:30, and so I just kind of stayed up. I did not finish the full 8 hours yesterday. As you saw the last clip, I ended at, I ended right at 6 hours around 11 o'clock last night. I didn't want to stay up any later because I'm trying to get to bed earlier and kind of have a more consistent sleep schedule, so I didn't want to stay up too late. But I wanted to have kind of an even number, so it got to 6 hours. So I have 2 hours that I'm going to be rolling over to today and adding on top of whatever number I get on the spinner today. So I'm in my office now. Like I said, it's about 5:40. I'm going to spin, see what my hours are for today, and then get to reading. I am going to start with reading my Bible this morning. I am going to count that as reading because I am reading it, but also it's something that I try to do every day. It's part of my routine. It is a book, and again, I am reading, so I'm going to count it. So yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around, and let's see how many hours we're working with today. Okay, so here's the generator, and if my mouse would work, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and spin. Please don't be 8 hours. Oh, that was close. 2 hours. Okay, that's perfect. So 2 hours on top of the 2 that I'm rolling over, so it's a total of 4 hours. I think that's definitely doable. I think 4 hours is definitely doable. I'll be able to get a couple of hours done now before work. and then, my lunch is an hour, and then I usually read at night anyways. So if anything, I might get more than 4 hours. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. It's today's a perfect day for that because I think work's gonna be busy, and then I actually have Nick has labs this morning that he has to go take, and then I have a doctor's appointment today at like 4:15. So that'll take up some time also. So this was perfect. So yeah, I am going to dive right into the day. I already have my coffee in my Disney World mug. I'm gonna grab my Bible and my little notebook that I keep like journaling and notes in, and I'm gonna dive right in.
Today's family reading/discussion chapter is Genesis 11.
Genesis 9. Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, Be fruitful, and increase in number, and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall.
Yes, welcome back. So it is about 3 o'clock now. I have spent some time doing some reading today. My timer is currently at just past 2 hours. As you can see, my goal for today was 4 hours, so I should definitely be able to make that. We are going to be leaving for my doctor's appointment here in the next 45 minutes. So I think I'm going to sit and maybe listen to my audiobook for a little bit, maybe 10-15 minutes while I do some knitting, get some more time on here, and then I will definitely be able to finish up the last little bit when we get home from my doctor's appointment. I am now 276 pages into Dark Air. I'm wanting to get to page 300 today, so if I can do that at some point, I may take the book with me in the car, and maybe I'll read in the car. It's about a 20-minute drive to the doctor's office, so maybe I'll read in the car. 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, that's another 40 minutes I can add. And then once I finish, or once I get to that point in Dark Air, then I'll probably jump into a couple of the other arcs that I was reading, and see if I can get going on those. I'm going to listen to The Familiar while I knit, so that's some time I'm adding on to. So yeah, it's been a good day, definitely productive. I'm slowly making headway in these books, which is great, and so far I'm keeping up with this challenge. So I will let you guys know at the end of the night what the final outcome was. Yeah, so it's Thursday now. It is 5:40 in the morning. Let me grab my phone so I can show you where I left off. So unfortunately, yesterday did not go as planned after my doctor's appointment, and I ended up not reading last night. So I did not get last night's goal either. So this challenge is not going well. But I'm determined to finish, and I don't want the news that I got yesterday to derail me or send me into a tailspin or anything like that. So I want to continue with the challenge and just roll over the hours and accomplish this challenge. So let me show you. So yesterday I got to 2 hours and 38 minutes. The goal was 4 hours. I rolled over 2 hours from Tuesday, and then I spun 2 hours yesterday, so about an hour and a little bit less than an hour and a half that needed to be rolled over yesterday. So let's see, I had 4 hours, so 60 times 4. And then I read 2 hours is 120. So I needed to read 240 minutes yesterday, and I read 158. So that leaves me with 82. So an hour and 12 minutes is what I need to finish from yesterday. So now let's see what my spin for today is. Okay, so here we have the spinner. Hopefully I get a low number. And let's go ahead. Okay, so I got 4 hours. Okay. I would have preferred 1 or 2, but I will take it. So I have plus an hour, so I have like 5 hours and 12 minutes for today, which honestly is probably doable if I actually read at night like I usually would. So I have 5 hours and 12 minutes for today in order to do today's spin along with the hours rolled over from yesterday. I'm going to read my Bible this morning, which again I am going to count, and then I'm like 300 and something pages into Dark Rise. I would like to I don't think I'll finish it today, but at least get a good amount of weight into it. I may try to listen to that nonfiction Who Killed These Girls book while I'm working. That way I can kill some time that way. I think that was a mistake I made yesterday, was I didn't listen to anything while working, so I didn't kill any time that way. And then I would like to try to jump into the BTS book, the Shakespeare book, and then the book about white supremacy. So we'll do all that, and I will let you guys know how today's challenge goes. Hey guys, it is Wednesday now, it's Friday. My days are all thrown off. Yesterday was a crazy day. We ended up having to take my husband to the ER for a blood transfusion, and we were there by the time we got home, we had been gone from the house for like 12 hours. We got home and our puppy had an accident in the house, so we were trying to clean a puppy accident, trying to make our bed, because yesterday was laundry day, all at like 2 o'clock in the morning after having been at the hospital for 10 hours. So it was a crazy day, an unexpected day. Today's been a little bit better, just feeling tired after the day we had yesterday and going to sleep late. I did still work today, so as far as reading goes, as you saw, I did hit 6 hours yesterday, which is actually a little bit more than what my allotted time for the day was. I made up an hour and a half from Wednesday and then did my 4 hours for yesterday. So I'm starting today scot-free. It is later in the day, it's like 1:15 now, and I'm just now about to spin the wheel and find out what my reading is going to be. Also yesterday, because we were at the hospital and I was sitting there doing nothing, I finished Dark Air, which I loved. I didn't love it as much as the first time, which I think is to be expected because there's some like reveals and twists and a cliffhanger at the end that I knew were coming. So of course the first time when I didn't know things were going to happen, of course that's going to have more of an effect. But still, I absolutely loved it. Still one of my favorite books. I cannot wait for the 3rd book in the series. And yeah, as far as today goes, I'm really hoping that I get a low number. If I get a high number, more than likely the hours are going to roll into tomorrow. Whatever I do read today is probably going to be an audiobook. I stared at Dark Air for a long time yesterday. I read I think 200 pages or something in one day. So today I just feel like I can't really look at a book today. I have a headache, I'm tired, I feel like I don't really have the mental capacity for it. So I think if anything, I'm going to try to listen to audiobook today and at least do like an hour or two. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let's go ahead and spin this wheel and find out what today's reading is going to be. Yeah, so I have the wheel pulled up. As you can see, I'm still in like a bed here. I'm having a little bed, like work from bed day. I have one dog here, a puppy there, and another dog here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spin the wheel, see how many hours we get today. Like I said, hopefully it is low. And I just realized I'm late for a meeting, so I'm gonna do this and then run. Oh, please don't. Oh. Okay, so 8 hours. Oh, 5 hours, it said. Okay, I guess I was looking in the wrong spot. I could have sworn it was gonna be 8 hours. 5 hours. Still a lot, but definitely more doable than 8. I don't think I'm gonna get 5 hours today. If anything, I'll maybe get 2, maybe 3, and then whatever I don't do will roll over into tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna get into this meeting. Once I'm done with the meeting, I'll probably throw on Who Killed These Girls. Maybe I can try to finish that today or tomorrow. And yeah, I'll check back in later and let you guys know how far I got along today. Morning, guys. Happy Saturday. It is June 1st now. Welcome to June. Happy June. Happy Pride Month. Not gonna lie, yesterday I didn't read at all. I was so tired with everything going on. I just did not have like the mental capacity to try to read. So I have 5 hours that I need to try to make up. Hopefully I will get a low number today so that it's not like a ton of hours. Hopefully I get like 1 or 2 hours. I did start reading. I finished Dark Air. I think I said that. I finished Dark Air. I had already started, but I picked back up Beyond the Story. The book about BTS's journey. I picked that up because there are a lot of like pictures and like graphs and like other content and formats in it, so that it's not so much like novel style reading, and maybe I can get through it a little bit quicker. So I have that, and I also wanted something that was gonna interest me, but it wasn't gonna take a ton of like concentration. So I think that's perfect. I have started some new medication. I've talked about my like medical journey that's going on my Instagram. So if you don't follow my Instagram, I'll have it linked below. But I've started some new medication stuff, so I'm just trying to like go easy on myself. But I would still like to continue this challenge. So I did read like 30 minutes of that book this morning, since I already know I have the 5 hours rolled over from yesterday. So we are going to go ahead and spin the spinner and find out find out how many hours I have for today. Okay, so here is our spinner, and let's go ahead and see what we get today. Please let it be a low number. I was very tempted to go in and take out like all the 8s, but just my luck. Okay, so 8 hours plus the 5 I had yesterday, 13 hours. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen today. Let me try to get Rebecca out. Of course that would happen. Of course I would get 8 hours. I've gotten like all big numbers all week. 13 hours definitely not gonna happen, especially on a Saturday when we're out of the house most of the day. I'll try maybe to listen to like an audiobook in the car. Maybe I'll try to listen to the audiobook of The Familiar while we're out, and try to read when I can. I might get 3 or 4 hours, if that. There's no way I'm getting 13 hours, so I'm definitely gonna be rolling more hours into tomorrow. So basically I have failed this challenge. But it's been a crazy week. A lot of stuff happened that was not expected. But I'm gonna push through, and I'll get as much as I can in. Maybe I can finish at least 1 more book, maybe 2. And really that's the goal of it, was to finish as many books as I could. So I've already finished 2, so if I can finish 2 more, 4 books in a week, I will take that. So I will still consider that a win, even if the hours part may not have worked out in my favor. But I will definitely be doing this again, and hopefully I'll have a better outcome and not such a crazy week. But yeah, I'm gonna dive right in. I'll show you guys what I get to reading today and how many hours of these 13 hours I can get into. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday now. It is about 8:30. I have just made my coffee. Nick is upstairs hopping into the shower to get ready for the day. We don't have a lot of plans today. I think I have a nail appointment at 2. We have a Target order to pick up, and then I think that's about it. We're just gonna have like an easy, relaxed day. Sundays we don't usually do too much. So as far as reading goes, yesterday I did not make the goal, which we knew was going to happen because there was no way I was reading 13 hours on probably any day, let alone a Saturday. but I did read just over 2 hours yesterday, so that leaves me with about just shy of 11 hours. I'm just going to say 11 hours to make it easier to track. So, I don't think, there's no way I'm going to read 11 hours today, let alone adding on whatever the wheel spin, brings me today. So basically this challenge, I failed. But there were extenuating circumstances, like I told you guys earlier in the week. A lot of things happened this week that I did not expect. So yeah, while this one is a fail, I did finish 2 books, 3 books. I don't remember exactly how many at this point. But maybe I can try to finish that girls yoga shop audiobook today. I think I'm like 70%, so I could probably finish that today and maybe get another book under my belt for this week. And so while I may have failed the number generator portion of this challenge, having finished 3 or 4 books in a week is still good for me, so I'll take that as a win. So now moving forward for today, so it is June now. Yesterday was June 1st, today is June 2nd. It is Pride Month, and I am going to be reading, not solely because I have some buddy reads and stuff I'm doing, but for the most part, the majority, I'm trying to read queer books. And so the first one I'm going to be reading, the first physical book I'm going to be reading, is One Last Stop. I don't know if you can see that. One Last Stop by Casey McCuistion. I started this when it first came out. I have the Book of the Month version. I started this when it first came out, and then just never finished it. And I love Casey McCuistion. Red, White, and Royal Blue is one of my all-time favorite books. So I really want to get into this one. So I'm going to start that today. Not going to finish it in this vlog, or in this video, because today's the last day. But I'll just tell you guys what I end up reading today. And then I will definitely do this again at some point, to give it another try. So, yeah, I'm going to jump into that. I also have some ebooks that I'm going to be reading, but my main focus today is going to be that yoga shop audiobook and One Last Stop, and then maybe I don't know if there's any other books that I'm in the middle of that I could potentially finish today. If there's anything that I think I'm close on finishing, I might jump into those, but I will show you at the end of the day what I ended up reading. The wheel generator that I had created is upstairs on my work computer. I'm not going to go upstairs and get it, so I'm just going to put together another wheel real quick online, and then I will spin for today. Again, whatever it is, I'm not going to complete it, but the challenge was to do the wheel generator every day, so I am going to still do it today, the last day. Okay, so I just put the wheel together. I think what I'm going to do next time is be more realistic about how much I read in a day and not do 8 hours. I'll probably do 1 through 5 hours because that's more doable for me and more realistic, being that I work a full-time job and I can't sit and read for an extended period of time like that. A lot of the other YouTubers that I have seen do these videos either spend a lot of time reading every day, or YouTube and being able to read and everything is their full-time job. If that was the case, this would be a lot different, but for me that's not the case. So I think I need to be more realistic and set it to 1 to 5 hours. But I already started this challenge at 8 hours, so I'm going to continue at 8 hours. So here is the wheel. I'm going to go ahead and spin it, and we will see what we get. Of course. Okay, so I already have 11 hours left from yesterday, and I just got 7 hours. 18 hours. Definitely not going to be reading 18 hours today. So, again, failure, failed. But that's good. I'm going to read what I can today. I'll let you guys know how many hours I end up getting today. I do want to see, go back and watch this while I'm editing and try to figure out exactly how many hours I did read this week. And give you guys a tally of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in, get as many hours done today as I can, and I'll check back in with you guys tonight.